Hello, my name is Isabel, and this is the story of how I found out I had idiopathic condylar resorption. Idiopathic condylar resorption is when your jaw joints start to degenerate over time. Idiopathic means there is no known cause. Condyles are another name for your jaw joints. People often refer to it as the TMJ, but condyles are the upper point of your jaw joint. And resorption, to me, resorption just is another word for degeneration. Your bones are resorbing. My story began when I was 10 years old at a regular dental checkup. My general dentist asked me to bite together so she could check my bite. When I was biting together, she said, "Bite together," and I said, "I am." What she was seeing was my teeth were closing on my right side, but on my left side they weren't touching at all. And this was because my lower jaw was sitting at a slant. I know it's hard to picture. I'll try and insert a picture of when my jaw was like that, but picture my lower jaw just sitting ever so slightly at a slant. My teeth on this side were not touching at all. Because I was so young, she referred me to an orthodontist who tried to fix this issue through braces, appliances, and retainers. So I had a full set of braces on from age 11 to 13.
You can see in the red circle, my right condyle at age 11 was already quite small. And at age 13, it was even smaller, meaning that it had resorbed, but no one caught on to this.
Because I was still growing, none of these appliances worked, and when I hit 13, they took the braces off, and they said I would have to wait until I was a fully grown adult to revisit this issue and have jaw surgery. So between the ages of 13 and 19, it was just a waiting game. When I was a fully grown adult at 19 years old, I went to a different orthodontist who reviewed the process with me. I had braces for a total of 2 years from age 19 to 21, and I had jaw surgery in the middle at age 20. So March 2022, I had my lower jaw surgery, which corrected my bite, and I had a perfect class 1 bite. Unfortunately, 2 months post-op, I was having the worst pain of my life. I couldn't open my jaw at all. I couldn't chew. I was having lockjaw where my jaw would lock open for a long period of time, shoot back into place. It was awful.
Now I can look back and understand why I was in so much pain. As you can see in the yellow circles, my condyles resorbed significantly after the lower jaw surgery, causing a lot of pain and discomfort.
I was in such a substantial amount of pain. At one point, I went to the ER because I thought something was wrong with the surgery, and I was in so much pain, and the triage staff told me they don't really deal with that there. It still doesn't make sense to me, and if I think about it too much, it makes me upset. So moving on, my orthodontist referred me to an oral surgeon to receive Botox because I had severe muscle spasms. When I met with this new oral surgeon, I think he realized that this issue was bigger than just muscle spasms, and he ordered me an MRI scan. So from the time he ordered me the MRI, I had to wait 4 months. I had the MRI scan done, and the results came back within a month. So this is January 2023. That surgeon diagnosed me with significant degenerative osteoarthritis. There were other things mixed in there, like my discs were all torn, my condyles were sharp and jagged and whatnot, but the general diagnosis was that I had significant degenerative osteoarthritis at age 21. I guess it was so severe that he wanted to refer me to an even more specialized surgeon who specialized in TMJ. So from there, I had to wait 9 months until September 2023 to meet with the TMJ surgeon. It felt like it took about 30 seconds for this TMJ surgeon to put me on the wait list for a total joint replacement of my TMJ. He took one look at my scans and immediately diagnosed me with idiopathic condylar resorption. And right away, he told me he was putting me on the wait list for this full joint replacement. I honestly did not know that was a thing. I always thought that jaws were treated with conservative treatments like physio, maybe Botox, massage therapy. I had no idea that a joint replacement was possible. The waitlist for the TMJ joint replacement was 1 year long. I ended up waiting 13 months, and I received the total TMJ replacement at age 22, just before turning 23. As of today, I am 6 months post-op, and I'm at 23 years old. So this journey started 13 years ago. It's crazy because I didn't get the answers that I needed until about a year and a half ago. I went 13 years in pain, not being able to close my mouth, not being able to chew properly. 13 years. I am so thankful that I am on the other side of it through the joint replacement, recovered, able to eat whatever I want, no pain at all. But it's hard not to look back with a bit of frustration. I didn't know what idiopathic condylar resorption was until I met with the TMJ surgeon. And to not even know the condition that I had until a year and a half ago is pretty frustrating. My only hope going forward is that it is a more well-known condition and hopefully more people can get diagnosed with it early on and have the answers and solutions to get them out of chronic pain. I spent years with so much insecurity about my jaw being receded and slanted. Just before the video ends, I wanted to share my 3D printed skull to give you an idea of how deformed my joints really were. So this is the 3D model of my face. You can see the hardware I have from the first lower jaw surgery, the titanium plates and screws. Now this is where they cut off my diseased joint. So they made a cut here, and this is what my diseased joint looked like. Very deformed, very flattened. And this is the other one. You can see there's a lot of beaking going on and a lot of flattening. I really wish I could have been helped earlier because I just lived with so much pain and it really changed who I was as a person. However, that doesn't change my gratitude and how thankful I am for my surgical team and for the new joints that I have right now. I think my ultimate goal is to spread awareness of this condition, idiopathic condylar resorption, to hopefully help someone piece together their puzzle and get their diagnosis earlier. Thank you so much for watching. I know it's a complex journey and everyone's story is so different. This was mine. It spanned from age 10 to 23, but I made it through. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope you have a good rest of your day.